I don't know. I want to complain more about the aviation industry. That's what I want to do. And obviously, you can hear my voice. I've been in bed most of the day, and you got to be careful who you get in bed with. I'm just gonna sit here and put my socks on because I don't give a shit. I really don't. My credibility is fine. I got nothing to lose. But a lot of the people out there in the aviation industry, especially when concerning government contracts, if I'm going to reference the Cascade video, um, are well established, have far more resources and far more money than I do. So to squeeze out a new person or a newer person, a new kid on the block, so to speak, versus all these established people is, as I highlighted, is anti-competition. And it goes against our North American capitalist idealisms. If you're going to ask me where I lie on the ideas of capitalism, I'm going to say I'm right in the middle between Maynard Keynes and Milton Friedman. Somewhere in the middle, a bit more balanced, like as I said, but because without a welfare state, then things get really, really hairy. And the purpose of these videos some of the time is more or less to show that again, people work together, and I'm not here to dominate any part of the landscape here in Canada or in the United States, frankly. But mechanics in the United States are getting compensated far more right now. I know this because of some of the groups that I'm in, and if I was better off, and I was more prepared to work in the United States than I would. But at this point in time, at this juncture, so we're talking about what, just before my birthday here in April, April 21st, so not that far away. Excuse me. That we really need to look out for each other. The aviation community in Canada, as it is in other countries, is not that large. It's really it's going to come back and bite you one day. That's my statement. Is that I've done everything I can in every instance to be there and be available and do the job as correctly as possible. And to err is to be human. And again, I understand some people out there are not happy with my videos, but I don't give a damn about your fucking opinion. I really don't, because things need to change, and favoritism is anti-capitalism. You understand? You're supposed to give contracts. You're supposed to give the money and the benefit to the person that can do the job the best, so that we all benefit in the future, so as to deal with competition from outside. And again, this is why I support unionization nationally for aircraft mechanics in Canada, which then may expand to service workers, so groomers, baggage handlers, the pilots and whatnot. Ground control people, whatever, because we are a family. And when you ostracize family, they come back with a vengeance. Personally speaking, again, I had to make an example of one of my own family for selling my guns without permission in order to pay for some legal fees. And now that that's part of a video record, know this: I will do everything within my power to get what I deserve. And what I deserve is far more than what I have. And I don't need nor want anyone else to pay the price for that. And why should I pay the price for you to have $1 million pension at the end when I have absolutely nothing? And I've given, 10 years or more of my life in contracting, and I've suffered, and I don't have, again, trying to remain as ethical and above board as possible. But frankly, you have to be like a criminal in this industry in order to make any kind of profit. And not to implicate myself, but a lot of independent people have to do some creative accounting in order to survive, right? And there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind closed doors. I know this. There's no such thing as a free lunch. And they just as the principles of humanity and of psychology, I can deduce what's going on because I'm an educated, and then I'm a well-trained, and then I'm an intelligent person. And that's why I'm a threat to a lot of people who might just be watching this or who are not, right? I understand that. I understand intelligence is a threat to people of older generations and of those in resistance to these ideas that I communicate in the history of propaganda, to bring more a semblance of reason back to the culture, because it has to happen, right? We can't keep catering to these minority groups and this continuing of let's call it fracking, right? To get the oil out of the ground, so to speak. The milk of human kindness, even. And I can't continue to watch this happen. I've been, if you're going to talk about another instance where I was ill and I was on duty, it actually happened here, right? There's a picture of me. I'm slumped over, right, in a chair in a rain. I don't remember a rain poncho with my my Tilly hat, and I had been up for a day straight, like 24, 26 hours, something along those lines, just because some incident happened or whatever, and I was on night duty. So, there's a lot of people in offices throughout the industry that think that they have the power, but they're not the one breaking their bodies. They're not the one leaving their families. They're not the one crawling into these confined spaces. Just because you handle the money and you make the plans doesn't mean you have the power. I have a right not to be happy. I have a right to my own dignity. I have a right to employment and to be employed. I will not back down. I will double down. And I'll fight you in the trenches. I'll fight you in the skies. And I'll fight you in the courtrooms if I have to. Because I don't care if I go into debt. I really don't. I really don't. I'm already in debt. Like a lot of other people. Easily. I have more skill than most of you will have in your entire life. We're a family, aren't we? Easily. There's many ways to ruin someone's reputation in this new era of the internet, which many people do not understand. It's very easy to do that. I don't need your fucking bullshit. I have a lot of history to honor in myself and my family, despite personal conflicts and despite the judgments of other people. Because the constitution of my character is fucking military, whether you believe it is or not. Discipline goes very far. I think 10 minutes is enough. The point gets communicated. No man an island. No company an island.